Good Friday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen, from Pancho Villa State Park near Columbus, New Mexico, south of Deming, New Mexico, right on the border of New Mexico and Mexico. We're 3 miles from the Mexico border right here. You can almost walk there. Well, you can walk across the border and go into Mexico and go to the Pink store if you want to. But anyway, it is a good morning. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. Right now just went. So if there's anything you want to do, you better be doing it. Anyway, you know, as aggravating as life can be sometimes, it's still a lot of fun. Anyway, be that as it may, moving along. Been a long time full-time RVer, and this is a Class C motorhome. Hey Google, tell us a joke.
How does Darth Vader like his chocolate? On the dark side.
Cute. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Columbus, New Mexico?
Right.
She lost her voice, and that's the wrong temperature anyway. She gave me the temperature for Kauai. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Columbus, New Mexico?
The temperature in Columbus currently is 34 degrees.
With a high of 68, no rain, and the wind has gone, and it's just no wind at all today, tomorrow, and the next day. Beautiful weather, 70s, 40s, whatever. Pretty nice for me. Anyway, what else have I got going on here today? I think that's about it, other than the noon video will be probably a driving video. I did a driving video as I was driving through or out of El Paso yesterday, coming this way on, I think it's Highway 9. I could be wrong on that, but it's just a straight shot from El Paso to here, right along the border. You get to see the border wall and all that stuff, and yeah, it's interesting, I'll say that. But having said that, moving right along to what else? If you want to watch a good movie, this was based on a book written by Somerset Maugham, I believe. A good writer, but the name of the movie is The Razor's Edge. It was made in 1946, and it stars Tyrone Power, and Tyrone Power is a pretty good actor. But anyway, it's a good movie, got a good message in there, or a few messages, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. Having said that, now Rusty, do some comments. Okay, I think I will. First one is the Home Depot tiny home. John Bailey. It seems to be that in order to be in livability compliance fire code, you would need to put in another door. Okay, John Bailey, put in another door. John Bailey is going to put in another door, ladies and gentlemen. That ought to be exciting. And Mitt, this is on the early bird driving. $4 a gallon isn't that bad. It ain't. Could be worse. Of course it could. It could be 10. I'd rather pay that cost than spend money on cable TV or buying movie tickets. No, I agree. You know, traveling is, it's just a trade-off between traveling and living in sticks and bricks. But yeah, I prefer this. True. Anyway, got a few comments here on the tiny home, but I'll pass on. No, we've heard all the belly aching we can hear about that thing. The Steaming Bean says you were brave driving in that condition, but I would have just boondocked somewhere and hunkered down. Well, I wasn't in a hurry, man. I was only going 55 miles an hour. I got my antenna. I'm in touch with the universe again today. See what my hair connects with those Starlink satellites, and that's how I get my thoughts. Anyway, thank you, Steaming Bean. David Mossick on Early Bird, thanks for mooning us. LOL, have fun, Rusty. Yeah, that was a beautiful moon. Yeah, it was beautiful last night here, too, because just as the sun was setting that way, the moon was rising this way, and it was a beautiful, I like to see that because it's a beautiful sunset and then the moon's just coming up, a big full moon. Yeah, it's really pretty, and that's why I like these high desert views where you can see that. See, I wouldn't have been able to see that in Brackettville, Texas at my home base there because it's too many trees and stuff and houses and stuff, you know what I mean. Paul S., wow, I haven't driven at night for years. Thanks for taking us along. Well, actually, it was dark, but it was early morning. This is Dwayner on the tiny home. He says, Lake View to boot? Sure, yeah, we provide that. Scotty Thompson, cool video talk, Rusty. Thank you, Scotty, the masked bowler from Wisconsin. Have a good day. D.E. Christie on the early bird stuff. You got it right. Like you said one time, or many, you're not lonely when you enjoy your own company. Thanks for the moonlight drive, amigo. Yeah, it's just a state of mind. You know what I mean? But I've been, I got my last divorce in 1986. It was final in February '87. So we'll say 87. That's 13. That's 35 years since I've laid in bed with a pretty woman, and well, not really. I've laid in bed with some pretty women after that, but I wasn't married to them. But yeah, yeah. But as far as having a companion in the same home, a long time, and now I'm fine with it. It was difficult for a few years. D.E. Christie on Early Bird Drive. I seem to remember a song by The Doors, Moonlight Drive. Probably could be. It seems like every time you think of something, it's already been thought of, you know. D.E. Christie again, what a beautiful moon, windy Moonlight Drive. Many of my memorable trips were the nights of a full moon. Be safe and have a peaceful trip, amigo. May life's adventures be good to you. Yeah, they will be, because I'm going to make them that way, guys. You know, again, as aggravating sometimes as life is, it's still fun. I mean, I still enjoy the hell out of it. I enjoy the challenge, because life is continually throwing crap at you. You know what I mean? You know, something breaks, you got to get it fixed, or there's all kind of life's issues that you have to deal with on a daily basis, and it's how you deal with those that make your life good or bad. If you take it personally and you get all mad and angry, well, it's you. It's not whatever it is. If you just think about it logically. Anyway, here's Scotty Thompson. Oh, here you go. Susan Kim 51. I hope you gave those kitties some water. I did. Yeah, they had a little bowl there, and I reached in with my walking stick and flipped it over and drug it up by the fence and put some water in it. But they didn't look like they were complaining, so I'm sure somebody's taking care of them. Scotty Thompson, he says, I did great yesterday, Thursday night bowling league. My first bowling game was 145. He had a 155 and then a 160. Well, good for you, Scotty. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy your bowling in the future. He also says, cool comment call. Thank you, the masked bowler in Wisconsin. This is Melanie Cotterill on the tiny home. Says probably 25,000 by now. 1 8-foot by 1 8-foot 2x4 is $8. It was $5.40 months ago, and then $1.75 2 years ago. No, that's true. You got it. No, prices. Well, gasoline affects everything. Let's face facts. I mean, if the price of gasoline holds at say $3.75 to $4, yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, if you in a period of hyperinflation like this is when you want to be into appreciating assets. You know what I mean? Land is good, housing is good if you get the right area. And but the stock market, you're never going to beat them in the stock market, guys. As a small player, no, ain't going to happen. This is Dynamac MC, says 425. He laughed about something. Rita Richardson. You're brave, Rusty, to drive on a dark and windy early morning. Well, I wasn't that brave. I was cheap. What it was, I didn't, because the wind was going to pick up as the morning went on. So I actually got through it before it really picked up there in, where the hell was I? Balmorhea, Texas. Yeah, because later on that day it got up to about 35 with gusts up to 50. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Rita. This is Draconis 56. I had a HD once, a hobo crapped in one of these pre-built shack. I don't know what that means, but back on the meds there. I'm sorry you got out of the closet again, huh, Draconis? Jason Mossenberg. Wow, thanks for the vid. I have a quick question because I trust your expertise. What's a quick estimate of how much it would be to finish the home? Probably depending on how you want to finish it, I'd say about another $16,000. We'll go down. We got camping. Oh, this is an old one here. Camping in a Prius. Here's how to do it. Gary Adair says, I'm about to start Prius camping, so we'll be looking at your videos. Add your Venom account to your videos. Just a thought. Hey, Google, what's a Venom account?
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
I don't know what that is. I don't have one, whatever it is. This is Ty. How much did he say the shed cost? I don't know. Whatever it costs. You know, you got a lot of smart asses here, I'm telling you, man. This is the overnight RV spot, Balmorhea. Sashi Smith says, nice halfway spot. Enjoy. Yeah, and it was almost exactly halfway. The Gorilla, my new salon on the tiny home. This is on the early bird driving stuff. Jimmy Carney says, you must be one lonely wandering drifter always talking to yourself in these videos you make, David. I'm just me, Jimmy. How are you doing? How are you doing, huh? In these videos, do you know what they say about, oh, anyway, whatever, Jimmy. You know, why so negative, you know what I mean? Huh? I'm gonna get rid of I'm not gonna feed it to Matilda because she'd probably choke on that one. It's just total negativity, man. James Sams, hello, Goat Man. Goat Man, I think it's a good thing you got a medical alert. That said, I would seriously think about the fall protection part because you live alone. For whatever reason, you may become disoriented or unconscious because of a fall. Yeah, it's got that feature, but let me say this. For those of you that have the medical alerts that they say you can use anywhere, punch that button when you're away from home, say traveling somewhere, punch that button and do a test, and test it 2 or 3 times a month. Why? Because sometimes they'll lock in on your home base and you'll be 100 miles away and push that button and it'll call the sheriff in your hometown. That ain't gonna do you a damn bit of good. So yeah, check on that. Yeah. Anyway, Goat Man, we've got to get the goat. And here's the old screaming goat giving you a good morning goat kiss. One-eared goat. Anyway, Velita, this is a steal. I need this. Yeah, see, there's a person thinking out of the box. Go for that tiny home, babe. RV Living with the Geezer. He's out around Fort Davis, Texas. Check his YouTube channel out. If you stayed on I-10 through El Paso, how was the traffic? I've seen it very heavy and other times not bad at all. Well, I went through there. It was about 11 a.m. It's downtown city traffic. I mean, it was, fairly busy, not too bad. And I could have gone another way. I could have taken the loop around and then come back down to Highway 9. But I thought, well, hell, I'll just go right on through it. It didn't look too bad, and it wasn't bad at all. I don't like to drive in traffic at all, particularly big city traffic, and El Paso's a big city. Hey, Google, what's the population of El Paso, Texas?
In 2019, the population of El Paso was 679,813.
Hey, Google, what's the population of Juarez, Mexico?
On the website elpasotimes.com, they say, currently, Juarez has a population of 1.391 million residents, the report says.
That's the sister city to El Paso, and about 100,000 of those people come across every day and work in the El Paso area, okay, and live in Mexico. Brilliant. Why? Because they make American dollars that are 10 times more value in Mexico. Genius, Anyway, yeah, the traffic wasn't bad, Geezer. Lita Ellis, good morning, Rusty. I pray you arrived safely to where you wanted to be. I did fine. I wasn't in a hurry. And that's the whole key, guy, for me. And I only traveled, let me see. Hey, Google, how far is it from Balmorhea, Texas to Columbus, New Mexico?
Columbus is 269 miles away from Balmorhea by car.
Yeah, it was a 260-mile drive, and I average about 40 miles an hour. So it took me 6 hours. I say I averaged 60 miles an hour. Now on the interstate, I was driving a whopping 57. You got me? Anyway, moving along to the early bird. Paul Venata says, be safe. Okay, well, I'll be safe. This is on the tiny home. Abraham Azua would be awesome for my small eBay operation, but for $16K, I might as well get one built for cheaper. That's not as fancy. Well, yeah, you're right, because that for just a building, it's got things you don't need. This is Jessica Flores. Good evening, Rusty. Wow, the moon. I was looking up at the moon this morning. It was about 6, maybe a little after. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's nice early morning drive. Is as close as perfection when it comes to driving the moon in front. Yeah, and it was a nice drive, and it was only about probably 45 minutes to an hour in the darkness, and then the sun started to come up behind me, and it was really nice. Anyway, Outcast 1 looks like they still put salt brine on the road. No, that wasn't salt brine. I think that was dust or something you were seeing. No, it wasn't that cold. Or they may have in the past, but not then. Plainview Farms on the tiny home. It says, in my opinion, that's a deal. Good for you. It says I had a 24 by 30 garage with concrete just built for $12,500. That's good to know. Good to know. Ted Walker, could you be driving at night to try out those glasses after getting the cataracts removed? No, I wasn't wearing any glasses at all, actually. And of course, this is just a monofocal basic cataract lens. You know what I mean? The plastic or whatever it is in my right eye. My left eye didn't get a cataract surgery there. But no, I didn't have any halos or any of that crap. Brian Westmoreland, that home on half an acre or even an acre, you'd feel like you have lots of land. No, I hear you, man. No, that's the whole thing, is to find you a private spot. Then that's hard. That's not easy. You know, buying the home is the easy part, and get it finished out's the easy part. Finding a place to put it is the hard part. Ken Gartner, many of the gas stations are mom and pop ownership. It's not necessarily the big oil companies that set the price at the pump. No, you're right, Ken. And what if I was a mom and pop gas station operator, and I had gasoline in my tanks that I'd paid $3.40 a gallon for, and I could get $4.10, would I? Yeah, probably. Alvin Masso, have a great day, Rusty. And I see the old property is still for sale in Carrizozo. You will find the right summer spot. Cheers. Yeah, we're working on that, guys. We're working on that. Glenda West, it's a regular dream on the tiny home. Yeah, I may be going to see old Amy and Andy Antelope pretty soon. I hope. We're working on it. Yeah, even though, well, I just have to do me. That's all I can tell you guys. I mean, we may disagree, but I'm going to do me. Liam Belcher, stand guard at the door of your mind. I love that. Well, no, it's a genius statement. I didn't come up with it. A guy named Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N, he still does videos, I think, on YouTube, and a brilliant man. He really has some good words of wisdom. And no, but I went to a seminar in the late 1970s in California that he did, and I was amazed. The guy's sharp. Yeah, a lot of the things he said have helped me through life for sure. Stand guard at the door of your mind is one of them. And form good habits and become their slave. How about that one? That's genius. You know, if you form a habit of exercising and eating right, you got a lock. Sherry Hooker, looks like a nice traveling day. I like the road noise. It makes it more like riding with you, Rusty. Well, yeah, it's you get to hear road noise. I know that. This is Tiny Home Community, Kingsland, Texas. Tracy Webb says, thanks. We'll do 3 more, and then we'll shut her down here. I need to get I've got my breakfast over here. I've got my tea steeping, or whatever they call it, the tea bag. And then I got my oatmeal and chia seeds and blueberries and what else? Flaxseed powder and stuff all mixed up, and poured hot water on it and let it soak. Yeah, you got to don't eat chia seeds, dry. That's not good for you. Best thing to do is let them soak in a little water for about 20 minutes. Anyway, this is Flava Fladave 99 Meals on the boondocking site. Says can't hear a thing, and my response was very quiet area. Of course, I know what he's talking about. He probably the sound didn't come on for him. Anyway, 2 more here. LOL. I like to pay $4 a gallon for gas too. Also, saw a beautiful full moon here this morning. Good. Louis Paparilla says gasoline's $3.93 here in Carlsbad, inching down from $4.19. Yeah, well, that's good. And last one, Mike Mitchell says 2 things that never rest: rust in Corpus Christi, Texas, and wind in Yuma, Arizona. Man, I'm telling you, isn't that true? Or Lubbock, Texas. But anyway, guys, from Pancho Villa State Park, I'll be here for another week or so, or week anyway. From Pancho Villa State Park on a cool morning, this is Rusty78609 saying thumbs up. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. And if you're going to buy something from Amazon anyway, why not? I know it's an extra step. Do what you want to do. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones. Also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. You know what I mean? And the only way to lose weight and keep it off is eat less. That's it. Get a smaller plate. Instead of this, get this. You know what I mean? It helps, I guarantee you. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress. And relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Sure it is. Do it several times a day. You'll never regret it. And then what else? Stretch. Stretch your fingers. Very important for you older guys. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. This is your brain, your frontal lobes, your brain, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have. So accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the noon video, which will probably be that driving video I did yesterday, and then we'll do something today, and boom, 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 boom. On and on we go, guys. The adventure never ends. Adios, amigos. Carry on.